Now this is step 2, folks. How these thumper spinnerbaits are made. I've clipped off the extra piece off the end. When I pour them, they come out just like that, with the fluid on the end from the mold. That has to come off. Then, as you can see, we're left with this, and it looks like a mess, and you probably can't see, but there's a line that runs right through here and a line that runs through here where the halves of the mold came together. And so what we got to do is we got to get rid of that. We got to smooth that out. And this is the exact way that Dad did it for those 50 years that he made them. And when I started making them with him as a kid, this is how he taught me to do it. This is probably the longest individual part. Painting them takes a long time, takes days, but as far as the actual work of each bait, this is probably the hardest. It's the most boring, I can certainly tell you that. Got to be careful when you're working near the hooks and the wire, because it is a metal file. You really don't want to eat into your wire and hook shank. And we aren't really removing a whole lot of lead, so it doesn't really change the weight very much. It's nice and smooth now. Dad told me when I asked him why he files that line down, said because it looks better. Said probably the guys would never notice it, would never say anything about it if he left it, but he would notice it. And so, like any good son, I learned from my dad, and I would notice it, so off it comes. And that bait is now ready to go in the pile to get painted. Stay tuned again, folks.